Hey guys, it's me, Anny, the shadow from Nice for the Voiceless, and because of the 16 days of awareness, we talk together about different kind of topics to any kind of violence towards the women, trans women, and queer people in general. And today I want to talk to you about toxic masculinity, because if we want to find out the source of what is wrong with society, that there is still violence existing toward women, trans women, and queer people in general, we have to dig deep down and find out what it is, where it comes from, and why is it the way it is, and how it comes out the way it is. And so we are here with toxic masculinity, and this is an uncomfortable topic. So when you hear the toxic masculinity description, what do you think? What is it? It's a belief that masculinity can be toxic, not that it is toxic itself. And an example for that is that you experienced also phrases like boys don't cry, don't be such a pussy. So what does it give as a picture for a man to be male, to prove their manhood and to act the way they do, to be man enough? Also to tell someone else he's weak by using a term of a female sex, gender, genital. How does it feel for you like this? I mean, we are fucking strong. We are bleeding every fucking month with grams. I mean, I'm doing it right now and staying here in front of you and talking with you about toxic masculinity. So, yeah, damn right, I'm a pussy because I have one. But it doesn't is useful to call a man to tell him he's weak and some kind of stuff. That's gross. Men suffer because of this toxic expectation, of course. Who wouldn't? And the burden toxic masculinity places on society itself. It's worth repeating that masculinity on itself is not toxic. Toxic masculinity is a cultural phenomenon where masculinity can be taken to the extreme and become a weapon, wielded against those who are unwilling to subscribe to behavioral control via gender roles. It's also worth stating that being biological male is not the key cause of male violence, and that violence is not inherent in males. It's socialized violence. How does it show up? Society wants men to be strong, to showing less emotions, to be dumb, and have a hypersexual drive. So if a man is not weightlifting, is maybe sensitive and empathic with the environment and sup, and not at all hypersexual, maybe as asexual, then he's not man enough. Men suffer because of this expectation, and the side effects are aggression, not able to show emotion, controlling others, isolation, over-consuming drugs and alcohol, less empathic and sexist behavior. They are, as we are, a product of an environment and of society, with a man experiencing all the pressure of manhood and have to be fit in his role, fighting constantly for the shit. What does it cause? It causes depression, and the suicidal rate in Germany is 70% males. It's too much. Just stop it. It's too much. Really. Several studies confirm that rigid gender norms regarding roles, family and marriage contribute to men's use of violence against female partners. And that when men believe or perceiving themselves to be not masculine enough, intimate partner violence or emotional abuse may be used to conform to gendered expectations. How can our society recover? Fight against the idea that violence is a natural expression for men. Provide boys and men with non-violent conflict resolution skills. And stress to them how important it is in this world to be able to handle a conflict non-violently. Consider how masculine norms are taught and reinforce how gender inequalities show themselves in the lives of both men and women. For example, think about how some boys aren't taught to cook and clean up after themselves while the girls have to do. What I want to tell you is that we owe it to boys and men who put out into the world everything the world has to put into them. We owe it to our daughters who become women, who do the same as well as receive what our men have to offer. And most of all, we owe it to every identity in between and besides of that, because we are all in this together and we are suffering together. Being a better human must always be our overarching objective, and deconstructing toxic masculinity and replacing it with healthy masculinity certainly contributes to that goal. Talk about your feelings. I would like to hear them. I hope you liked it, and we will see us tomorrow. Stay healthy, stay in balance, keep that shit going. Goodbye.